know who this is. This is your boy Dash Tru Inferno. Back at it with another Destiny commentary. Yes, it's that time once again. And let's get into this topic. And this may be a two-part topic. Now, this is a topic I've been meaning to do for quite some time now. And after what happened this past Saturday night, I decided to tackle this topic. Now, because of everything that happened this past Saturday, well, not everything, but because of some things that happened this past Saturday night, there may be a two-part video to this. So, let's get straight into it. Let's talk about, and the topic I want to get into is the status of the clubs. Now, what I mean by the clubs, I mean not your typical techno club or your rave club or a trance club or a club where you only listen to rock and roll. No. I mean like clubs where black people go to. So, where you normally hear that rap music. You only hear the R&B music at the end and in certain parts throughout the night or whatever. But mostly, clubs where you listen to rap music. Okay. Now, here's what happened this past Saturday. Well, it was my boy's birthday weekend. And here's what he did. That's weekend. He spent the entire weekend with his girl at one of Detroit's three big time casinos that happen to have hotels a part of them. In this case we talking MGM. So because there should be an MGM throughout the US. Not in every state, but throughout the US. I believe there's one in Vegas or whatever. So anywho, here's what we did that Saturday night. We went up to the hotel, hung around, food or whatever, kicked it, and then after that, we went to this club called White House. Now, apparently, what was going on at White House, some famous chick showed up there, or was advertised to show up there, but she still showed up. I forgot who she was. She somehow involved with VH1. I guess she got her own show or whatever. And I will admit, this chick was fine. Like, she was really, really fine as heck. But here's the thing, though. Because she was there, it cost $30 to get in per person. So basically, it's like this. It was $30 to get in regular, and then $40 for VIP. Now, keep in mind also, my boy got a VIP booth there for his birthday celebration, and despite that, even though we were all going to go in the VIP booth, but we still had to pay like either $30 to get in or $40 for VIP. Now here's the thing, y'all probably went, wait, he got a VIP booth, and why y'all had to pay $40 for VIP? Well, here's the scenario. There's two floors. Now the first floor is whatever, but also along the first floor was some VIP booths. But the second floor, that was entirely VIP. So you need a wristband just to get up there. However, as far as like the VIP booths on the first floor, you don't need a wristband. I mean, it's kind of retarded or whatever, but it is what it is. So we paid $30 to get in there, and I would admit, despite what one of my boys did, and I ain't even gonna get into that. That's a whole nother topic right there that I would not be showcasing to you, the YouTube citizens. That's between me and the rest of my boys. So yeah, that's that. But outside of that, the night was pretty cool. It was pretty okay. I had a good time. Hanging out with with my boys, with the people there, and so forth and whatnot. But the status of the clubs right now is horrible. I already explained what I mean by the clubs. So, but right now it's horrible. And the reason why it's horrible is because it's nothing like it was back in the day. And that's the problem. And let me get back on the scenario what happened this past Saturday night. Like I said, they wanted $30 to get in. And Cash was complaining. There was a couple of fights at the door over VIP booths and crap like that or whatever. I don't know. There was a fight outside the door, and they was unorganized. They couldn't organize the line. There was too many people holding up the line, arguing and crap like that. It was horrible. It was horrible. But luckily, all that happened after I got in. So I didn't have to deal with that. But here's my thing, my mindset is there is absolutely positively no way I am going to a club and paying $30. And nowadays, there's absolutely positively no way I'm going to a club just and paying 20 to get in. There's only one way. There's only one way. There's only now let me rephrase that. There's only two ways I would go to a club nowadays. One is if and only if I could get in for free, and two, if it's one of my boys' birthday or it's one of my boys' girls' birthday and they want to spend it at the club, then I'd be like, okay, whatever. That's like a once every couple of months or whatever. So no big deal. But as far as just me going to a club and spending 20 or in this case $30, no, that ain't happening. The only way you would see me walk in the club and pay $30 to get in with nothing going on involving me or any of my boys or any of my people is if and only if the special celebrity there that night was one, a chick, and two, was willing to give me a BJ on the spot as soon as I pay to get in that joint. Otherwise, no, it's not worth it. The clubs nowadays, they're not worth. They're nowhere near worth $30 to get in. They're not worth $20 to get in. If you really want to pay again, I don't care if it's VIP or not. If you really want to get in the club nowadays, you should only pay like $10 to get in the club. That's how much clubs worth nowadays, if that. But me, I don't even want to do that. I'd rather get in the clubs for free. Now you're probably wondering, wait, is that even possible? Yeah, it is possible because there's some places that do that. If you RSVP, you could get in for free before a certain time limit. Now I'll do that all day. And like I said, I'll do that all day. But for actually putting out my cash to get in a club, no, I ain't doing that no more. Screw that noise. Unless it's somebody's birthday, one of my boys' birthday or one of their women's birthday, they want to celebrate at the club, whatever. But outside of that, no, that crap ain't happening. Nope, not anymore. Screw that noise. And the problems with the clubs nowadays, like I said, they're not like what they used to be. And here how they were back in the day, dog. Back in the day, they did do that. It was a lot of more. First of all, it was a lot more clubs back in the day than there are now, and half of them was doing that free before thing, or at least $10 before a certain time limit thing or whatever. The chicks more active. The DJ played some actual good music back then. You know, you didn't have to drive all the way out the D to go to a good club. Cause nowadays you have to go up to Novi, and before that, where was it before that? Uh, Somewhere else that was outside of Detroit. I forgot where. But now it's like you have to go out to Novi to go to a good club or wherever, and it's crazy. And yeah, that was that. But nowadays it's like the opposite of all of that. So it's like I can't deal. Not to mention, I'm getting up there in age, so it's like, nah, this is not the scene for me. We're getting to the point where this is not the scene for me, unless I could get in for free, or unless it was somebody's birthday. Outside of that, nope, nope, nope. And it's like I said, back then, I already talked about the prices. Well, I'm gonna go do you one better. Like, there was this one club that would take place at State Theater. Now it got a new name. It's no longer called the State Theater. I forgot what it's called. But here I was back in the day. If you had I'm not state ID. If you had a college ID, and you got up there in line before 11 o'clock and show it, whatever, you could get in for free. So here's what we were used to do. We would show up at the State Theater like at 10 o'clock. Get in line immediately. Get our tickets. Because they would give out tickets. And instead of going in with the tickets so they can whip it in half and boom, you in for good, we would go straight to our car and fool and clown around or do whatever. So then when it got like to 10:30, 10:45 or close to 11, we would get back in line, so we could get pocket check again or whatever. And then instead of going to the ticket booth, we'll just walk straight in with our tickets, dog. That's how we used to do it, dog. It was like the best, man. It was straight up the best. And that was our spot. Real talk, that was a spot. And not to mention the place inside, it was huge. Like there was a big dance floor, and everybody would go there. It was a hot spot on Saturdays. Either that or Club 112. But that was the joint right there. It's not like that nowadays, unfortunately. Um, and like I said, the females back then, they was more active in the club because the problem with the females is they have this mindset, and I'm not like I'm guessing here, but they have the mindset that every dude there wants to hook up with them, wants to get their phone number, or what? No, like I'm the perfect example of this. First of all, I'm not the type of guy who want to look for a relationship with a girl in a club. No, that's not me. That's not me because I have this mindset of what a girl is like who goes to the club, and I don't want any part of that. But at the same time, if I'm at the club, I wouldn't mind getting some dances off some girls. That's it. That's basically all I want. And that's basically what some guys want. Just go in there, have a good time with their people, and get some few dances in. That's it. That's all. Nothing more, and certainly not less. So, but now it's not like that no more because some of these girls are paranoid that if a dude just dance on them, they want to hook up with them. They want their phone number. They want to talk to them. Anything like no, no, not all guys like that. They just want to get some few dances in with some cute chicks and leave it at that. And I'm certainly one of them. And it's not like that anymore. They too paranoid. They only show up there just to dance amongst themselves. I'm like, if y'all want to do that, y'all can do that in your bedrooms. Real talk. But that's basically the end of this video, man. Like I said, there's going to be a part 2 to this. So, yeah. Stay tuned for that next week. And speaking of next week, right before I get to speaking of next week, the single is out on my YouTube channel. Y'all know what it is right here, man. That Coastline Cruising is on the top left right there. Just click on the box right there. And speaking of next week, going back to my speaking of next week comment, my third and final single will be out next week. So stay tuned for that. This is the new Jay Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, aka Gene Ryan II, saying peace out, y'all. See y'all next time.